Okay, good morning and welcome to Daf Yomi Maseches Taanit, the last daf in Maseches Taanit. This is going to be amazing. We're finally finishing Maseches Taanit after 30 days. A lot of Masechtas of 30 days in a row here. I was talking to my friend Yitzchak Finkelstein, who's sitting in the back over there. You can't see him. Here, now you can see him. He said he doesn't want to join my shir. Can you believe it? Come, Yitzchak, join. Come sit here, have fun. He said he's not up to learning Daf Yomi. This guy, Yitzchak Finkelstein, he was a big rabbi in Vienna. He was the Rosh HaKal. He was the leader of the congregation in Vienna. He also sold a lot of, what do they make in Vienna? They make Viennese chocolate. He made a rule in the shuls that instead of a kiddush after shul, they'd have a Viennese table. He wanted to have a Viennese table, only a Viennese table after shul on Shabbos. No kiddush, no cholent, only chocolates and desserts. That was his takana in Vienna, because Viennese table comes from Vienna, Austria, if anyone doesn't know where that is. Yitzchak, do you know the colors of the flag of Austria? You know what the colors of the flag are?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are the colors?
Red and light red.
Right and white. And which country, which two countries have very similar flags? Do you know the answer to this question?
Yeah.
Yeah, which countries?
No, I don't understand.
Which countries have degel shel the degel shel Austria?
Which country?
Yeah, Ezo od medinot. Yesh shtei medinot.
Latvia.
No.
Latvia.
Poland is one. And Indonesia, if you didn't know that. Check it out. Indonesia and Poland have pretty much the same flag. And Austria, I think, has the same flag. It's just either the red is on top or the white is on top. And Poland and Austria pretty much have the same flag, I'm pretty sure. Those three countries, almost the exact same flag. Did you know that? Well, another one of the takanas that Yitzchak did when he was there is that he made a peace treaty between Austria and Poland and Indonesia. He made a three-way peace treaty and a business deal that they should all join together their business interests, because he reasoned that if they have the same flag, the same flag, it'll propel their businesses to new heights. And as of this quarterly review, they've earned over $1.5 million new dollars of revenue. It's projected for the next quarter they're going to earn $50 million of revenue. What money do they have in Austria? They have the euro there? The euro. So that would be like 40 million euro, something like that. For those who know euro. Would you rather have a euro or a dollar? Euro? No, I'm saying let's say a euro like €9 as opposed to $10. Which would you rather have? Euro or a dollar? Same. It was the same amount, same value. Which one would you want to have? Come on, which one? Ezo kesef ata ma'adif. A euro or a dollar? Ata shaveh. A euro. Oh, he's a euro. That's why he's a Rosh Kal of Austria. He instituted the Viennese table and the peace treaty between Poland, Indonesia, and Austria. It's amazing what he's done. And he will not sit in my shir. He refuses to come sit in my shir. He thinks Daf Yomi is too much above him. I said, listen, if Balabatim can learn Daf Yomi, Kol Shekain, Bnei Yeshivas, he learned Kol. Now, what I said before was a lie. He did not do that. He was not the Rosh HaKal, but he did learn in a kollel in Austria. He learned in a kollel there for 8 years. This is all true. He didn't make a peace treaty either. But he did learn there for 8 years, and now he's back here. He's becoming my friend, but he's not friendly enough to want to join my shir. So one day we'll get him on board. All right, we're going to finish Maseches Taanit now. The two dots on Lamed Amud Beis, about 10 lines from the bottom. Amar Rabbi Shimon Gamliel Lo Yom Tovim LiYisrael Chachamish Yashar B'Av Yom HaKippurim. There were 2 days that were very special or this most special Yom Tovim for Yisrael, Yom Kippur and Tu B'Av. Why? B'Shlama Yom Kippurim, that was a special day. Mission is basically called Mechila, because it was a day that they got kapara for their averos. And also Yom Shenistu Bo Luchos Achronos. The Luchos Achronos, after Moshe broke the first Luchos, he went back up to Shemayim, renegotiated, and he came down on Yom Kippur with the second Luchos, the ones we have. Ella Tu B'Av Mahi. What's the significance of Tu B'Av? Amar Rav Yehuda Amar Shmuel Yom Shehusru Shvatim Lavo Zeh B'Zeh. This is right in Beno Slafchad, when they got property. One of the Tanoim, when they got the property for their Yerush and their fathers, they couldn't marry into a different family, a different Shevet, because if they did, then their Yerusha would go to their husband's Shevet, and they lose all the Yerusha. That only applied to that door. That's what the Gemara is, my Dorish. What are they Dorish? Zeh Dorish Hashem Hashem Beno Slafchad. Davar Zeh Lo Yehed No Ela B'Dor Zeh. It says Zeh Davar. Zeh Davar. It's only now with Beno Slafchad. But future generations, it doesn't apply. Amar Rav Yosef Rav Nachman Yom Shehuter Shev Ben Yamin Lavavokal. Another reason is that Tu B'Av was a day in the famous story Pelagish Begiva, where they destroyed, they raped and cut up, dismembered someone from Shev Ben Yamin, dismembered someone from Klal Yisrael, a woman of Pelagish. They made a shua no one should marry the Shev Ben Yamin. That only applied during that door. After that door, they were allowed to. Ish Yisrael Nishwa Mispalom Leimor Ish Mimenu Lo Yiten Bito Binyamin Leisha. He said they made a shvua. No one's going to give from our families to Binyamin for a wife, my Dorish, or they Dorish to matter the next generation. Amarav Mimenu. The shvua was Mimenu from our generation, below Mi Banenu, but not from our children. Amarav B'Chanam Rabbi Yochanan Yom Shekol Ba Meisei Midbar. Yochanan says it was the day that the people, the Dor and Midbar, stopped dying. They were goes for 40 years. They had to wander in the Midbar and they died. All the men from 20 to 60. It was so significant that when those 40 years, Hashem never even spoke to Moshe. After the people died, then Hashem spoke to me. Then now was to me the Dibor. Beforehand, Hashem didn't speak to Moshe. Ula Amar, a different reason. Yom Shabital Hoshea ben Elah Prusadiot Shehoshev Yerav ben Avad Drachim Yerav ben Avad making police officers to make sure people wouldn't go to Yerushalayim. He wanted to separate the Malucha, and they should worship in his temples, not in Yerushalayim, on the Regalim. He made police officers go. Hoshea ben Elah got rid of those police officers. Shaloyalu Yishal Regal. Amar le'eza on Tavulam Aleph and Amalef le'eza Shiyir to Yalu. He basically said, wherever they want to go to Yeravim's temples, or they want to go to the base of Mikdash, they should be able to go wherever they want. Rav Masda Amar Yom Shenisnu Haruge Beitar Lekvura. He says Tu B'Av was the day that people in Beitar, we said Beitar was one of the things on Tisha B'Av. They were Nilkada Beitar. Beitar was destroyed. And the people that were destroyed, that were killed, weren't buried right away. But finally on Tu B'Av they were buried. Amar Rav Masda Osa Yom Shenistu Haruge Beitar Lekvura Tiknu B'Yavne Atova Meitiv. That day when they were able to bury them, in Yavne they were masakin fourth bracha Birkas Hamazon. Tova Meitiv. What is that referring to? Atov Shelo Esrichu, the greatness that Hashem did, that the dead people didn't decompose. V'Meitiv Shenistu Lekvura, and even better that they were given permanent burial. Rabbi Yosef Damri Tarvai Yom Shapasku Melichros Eitzil Maracha. It's a day. Tu B'Av is the day where you stop taking new wood to use for firewood for the Mizbeach. Tanya Rav Lezer Agadol Omer B'Chamisha Shar B'Av Elach Tashosh Kolcha Shalchama. The sun gets weaker, 15th and on. V'Lo Hayu Korsan Eitzil Maracha L'Vishayin Yevation. They're not as dry. The sun dries out the wood and it's perfect for firewood. But after Tu B'Av, the sun's not so strong, so it doesn't dry out the wood. So you're not able to use it for the maracha. Amar Rav Menashe v'karula Yom Tavar Magal. They call that day the day when the axe is broken. The axe is used to cut down trees is broken. You don't use it anymore. Mekan ve'elach the Mosef Yosef the Mosef Yasif. From those days on, right, the days get shorter at that point. There's more time at night to learn Torah. So whoever adds Torah to his nighttime study, he will have added on something to himself. And he doesn't add on, he will be gathered into his people. Sounds like the Gemara. The way our school learns the Gemara is that he'll get more schar. If not, he'll face early punishment. Yosef, Tikbrei Ime, his mother, while she's still alive, will bury him. He'll die early. Doesn't sound too good. Shebehem benos Yishalayim. Tanur Bas Melech. Right, they said because of whatever we said before that Yom Kippur and Tu B'Av were very special days, so they were made shidduchim on those days. It was a propitious occasion, so they made auspicious day. So they did shidduchim on that day. So they all dressed up in white gowns. They wouldn't take their own gowns; they would borrow from each other. The daughter of a king, a princess, she would borrow from the daughter of the Kohen Gadol to feel a little less. Bas Kohen Gadol and Bas Gan. The Bas Kohen Gadol would borrow from the daughter of the deputy Kohen Gadol. Bas Gan mi Bas Meshuach Melchama. The Skan would borrow, the daughter of the Skan would borrow from the Kohen Gadol, the Kohen anointed to lead them in battle. Bas Meshuach Melchama mi Bas Kohen Hedyo. Meshuach Melchador and Meshuach Melchama would borrow from the daughter of regular Kohen Hedyo. B'chol Yisrael, Shol and Zemizeh, everyone made sure to borrow from another person. People who had very ugly dresses, they shouldn't feel embarrassed that they're wearing ugly dresses. Everyone borrowed from each other. They don't know whose dress was whose was good, whose was nice, and who wasn't so nice. They had to actually immerse all the gowns in the mikveh before they wore it. They made even if it was folded up for many years and put in a box, and we can assume it wasn't worn by a nida. We're still choshesh, maybe a long time ago it was worn by a nida. This is people who didn't have a wife, bachrim. The way the article translates, young men. And he knows the song YMCA, young man. It's a bacher. You didn't know that? Young man. Da na 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 da na da na. That's young man. Young man is a bacher. It's a religious song. It's a from song. The Bachrim would go there and they would try to find a wife. Now there are three types of girls. They try to attract the men to want to marry them. And they used to dance. The Mishnah says, the beautiful ones, what did they say? Did they really have to say anything? They said, look at the beauty, our beautiful faces, our beautiful bodies, look at us, and marry us. The whole purpose of a marriage is to be married to a good-looking woman, right? Enjoy yourself, enjoy your life. Miyuchasos sounds like the people had yichus. They weren't necessarily good-looking, but they were from good families. They were from chashuva families with at least 10 children. If you have 10 children from a chashuv family, if you don't have 10 children, you're not a chashuv family. But if you have 10 children, you're considered a miyuchas. I'm joking. Miyuchas, I guess they had, a great philanthropist in the family or a great rabbi in the family. So that's miyuchas. Look at our family, our yichus. If you're going to have children, the children are going to want to get married. They're going to want to, who's going to get married to them? This child has yichus, so it'll be easier to get the children married. The ugly ones, mayu omras, what would they say? They would say, do it l'shem shamayim. Dafka, marry someone who's not good looking. You do a chesed for that girl that she's not going to get, no one's going to pick her. Do a chesed for her and help her out. But you can't neglect her. You have to at least buy her some nice golden jewelry. Amar Ula Bira, Amar Rebelezer, Aser HaKadosh Baruch Hu L'Asos Mechol Sadikim. In the future, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to make a circle for the Sadikim. Hu Yoshev Beineim, he's going to sit in the middle of the Gan Eden. Mechol Echad Echad Mare Be'etzbo. Every tzaddik is going to point his finger at HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shneimar Ba'amar Ba'yom Hu Hinei Elokeinu Zeh Kivinu Lo V'Yoshienu Zeh Hashem Kivinu Lo Nagila V'Nismecha B'Shuaso. They'll point to Hashem. Zeh is our God. We hoped for him. He saved us. We're going to be happy in his Yeshua. So, in his Yeshua. We'll end with an Iyun with Ben Sion to end Maseches Taanit. The last word. Listen to this. Yitzchak. Listen to the Iyun Ben Sion. Tishma. Chiddush. Yeshua. He doesn't want to hear my Chiddush. All right. He's too busy with Vietnamese tables. All right. Yeshua, so they're happy with Hashem's Yeshua. I heard this a lot of times in yeshiva. We should be happy with Hashem's Yeshua. But what about our Yeshua? What about people's Yeshua? We're only happy with Hashem's Yeshua. Some people say they don't alumdus that if you're attached to Hashem, you have dvekas to Hashem, that you ilu are nene from the Yeshua of Hashem, which somehow transfers to you. It's a kinyan. Don't know. It sounds too lumdish to me. Lumdus is not always practical. Yeshua also doesn't sound so good. Sounds like Hashem has the Yeshua. It sounds like Tzaddikim don't have the Yeshua. Could it be? The word is that, I'm going to say this many times, that there's going to be two tiers of people. It's you ever go to a graduation from college, university, or a graduate school. You go to a graduation, there's large crowds of people, and there's a ceremony on the stage, and people are giving out awards, and these teachers are dressed in these beautiful gowns of many colors, and their graduates are graduating, and they get up on the stage. Now, this is not only an example of a graduation. There's also be a concert, or could be a basketball game. You have fans, and you have the players, right? The actual physical enjoyment is only going to be the people on the stage, only going to be the players, few in number. But everyone will get to watch their enjoyment. That Kol Yisrael Yesh Lam Chelek La'olam Haba. Everyone has a partial chelek, not a portion, a partial olam haba chelek. He has a partial olam haba. He's guaranteed a partial olam haba if he's not a terrible person. Then I'll be able to one day witness the greatness of Hashem, the greatness of people that were emulated Hashem and did similar to what HaKadosh Baruch Hu accomplished in his lifetime. HaKadosh Baruch Hu has a lifetime. Whatever HaKadosh Baruch Hu, emulate HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Those people will be the players. They'll be on stage. They'll be enjoying physically. They'll be all the hanos of Olam Haba. Olam Hazeh will be in Olam Haba. It's a physical enjoyment. But there'll be people that won't get to physically enjoy, but through their vision, through the or Agonas and Sadiqim, the light, they'll be able to see. There's Olam Hazeh Doma L'choshech. You can't see Olam Haba. You can't see the real existence, the real world. Their eyes will open up in Olam Haba, and they'll be able to see the players on the stage enjoying themselves, and they'll be hana and watching it. And that's part of what it says over here. They'll point to Yeshua. So the real Yeshua is from Kadosh Baruch Hu and his fellow people, the people that are close to him. Other people will just watch. Anyway, it's an interesting thought to leave off Taanit with. Mirza Hashem, everyone should be zochet to be a player, to be on stage. We'll see you. Masechus Megillah, L'chaim Tov B'Shalom. I'm finishing Masechus Taanit. We should be zochet to finish many more Masechtas together. Amen. Nothing like a good coffee, right?